Hello, my name is Joseph Jackson. I'm an EMT at Oklahoma Critical Care Transport, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up an oxygen tank and administer oxygen via nasal cannula. So the first thing you need to do is get your equipment, and the equipment needed for this is an oxygen tank, a regulator, and a nasal cannula tubing. You also need an oxygen tank key. Without that, you won't be able to administer oxygen. So first, we're going to start with the oxygen tank. As you can see, this has a plastic tab indicating that it's never been opened. So that's good. You're also going to assess to make sure there's no damage or issues with this oxygen tank. You want to make sure you're listening, make sure you don't hear any oxygen leaking. Once you've assessed your tank, you're going to pull the tab, set that aside, and you notice there's these ports here on this oxygen tank. These align with the teeth on the regulator. So the two small holes at the bottom line up with these teeth. You're going to want to put this on the oxygen tank, and you want those teeth to fit into those holes. Once that happens, you're going to want to cinch this down. You want to have a tight connection. So make sure that's not going anywhere. And as you can see on that regulator, it shows your PSI, pounds per square inch, and it goes from 0 to 2,000. Once we turn this valve with the oxygen key, it should go to 2,000 PSI, indicating that it's a full tank. So now that we have this secured, we're going to grab our oxygen key. Now these two are the same, they're identical, and they will both fit on the top of the valve. You're going to take that you're going to turn it 3 times. You want to make sure the valve is 100% open. And I didn't have it on 0, but you want to have this on 0. Therefore, there's no oxygen coming out. And now, the PSI is reading at 2,000, which is a full tank. So now, you're going to want to listen before you turn to have oxygen coming out of the port. You want to make sure, listen. If you don't hear any leaks, then that means that you've properly fitted the regulator on the tank, and that's a good thing. So now we're going to take this, we're going to turn it to 1, and you can hear air coming out of that port. So this measures in liters per minute. So if you have it on 1, that's 1 liter per minute. This goes all the way up to 15. You could administer up to 15 liters per minute. Now we're going to take our tubing. And this is our nasal cannula tubing. This part is the part that goes on the regulator. This is for the nares. You'll put this inside of the nares once you get it hooked up to the oxygen. So we'll place this on that port right here. We'll turn this, we'll put it on 5. So now we are going 5 liters per minute via nasal cannula. And you want to make sure the little plastic pieces that go inside the nose are facing downward. You don't want them to be facing upward like this, because that will just blow outside or into the nose. So you place this in the nose and you wrap that portion around the ears, and this can tighten around the chin to secure it. Now, if you need to administer more oxygen, you just turn it up. If you need to administer less, then you turn it down. And that concludes hooking up an oxygen tank and administering oxygen via nasal cannula. Thank you. All right, you can stop it.